Hey there, Pisces, and welcome to your week of May 10th, 2021 tarot reading. About to hit you up with a general vibe card here, then we'll do a 3-card spread of past, present, future, then we'll do some clarifiers and an outcome card for you. Hopefully everything's going good, Pisces, but before we get into the reading, remember that these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to make something fit that doesn't. Don't try to make something stretch out so that it fits the narrative that you want to see. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not, right? But before we get into the reading yet again, we just had a pop out for you. But before we get into the reading, I just want to say thank you so much. We just passed 50 subscribers. That's really awesome. I can't thank you enough. I really appreciate all the support. And I want to do something special. I want to do like a special video for all the signs. So I've been asking everyone what kind of a video you want to see. If you want to do like you want me to do like a love reading specific video, or career, or what do you need to hear now, or something else, just leave a comment down below in this video, and I'm going to tally up all the votes at the end of the week or so, and either next week or the week after, I'm going to do that video for you guys and pop it up as a way to say thank you. So, but without further ado, let's get into your reading, Pisces. So we got the Between Worlds card for you. So this is a card of transitioning between like worlds, right? It's transitioning from one situation to another. Maybe you're at a point where it's like you're kind of in one place, you got one foot in one place, one foot in another, and it's kind of like, oh, which way do I go? I don't know what to do, that kind of a thing. So we'll see. We'll keep that in mind as the reading progresses. Maybe you need to go from, like, this is going from black and white and gray to color, right? To all this beautiful, vibrant color. So maybe you need to be transitioning at this time. And again, we just got a couple pop-outs for you. So we'll take them, give the deck a little more shuffle here, and see what we got. But yeah, maybe you need to be making a transition at this time into something new. So, but the cards we got for you are the Seven of Swords and the Hangman. Seven of Swords is a card of, liar, cheater, stealer energy. Someone who's going to betray somebody. Could be that. It's also a card of self-preservation and protection. The guy's running off with these swords because he doesn't want that army down there in the corner to use the swords against him. So that could be you. That could be you trying to be in a protect mode at this time. You could also be dealing with someone who is kind of like a liar, cheater, stealer. And maybe that's the transition you need to make is like you're seeing like them for who they really are, because we also have the Hangman card here, which is a card of taking a look at something from a different perspective, right? So you're looking at things rather than the way you've always been looking at it, and you're like, okay, so I'm looking at things now. It's like I can kind of see where people are seeing this person. Like maybe you have a partner and they've kind of treated you poorly, but you've always justified it because they behind the scenes they treat you good, or they treat you the way you think they should, and your friends and family don't see that. They only see the abusive side of them, right? And it's like you're gaining that new perspective, like trying to take it from your friends and relatives' perspective, seeing like, oh, they really are treating me like shit, right? So maybe that's the case. It can also be just a card of maybe just taking a new perspective at this time. Maybe you've been in protect mode a lot of the time, and now it's time to realize that you can't protect yourself from all the harm, right? With that Seven of Swords here, he has to leave 2 swords behind. And that's to say you can't protect yourself from everything, right? And maybe that's the perspective you need to take, is like you are going to get hurt by something. You can't always be like hesitant and not going for things just because you're scared you're going to get hurt. It's like you're going to get hurt regardless, even if you don't take that chance and you don't take that opportunity. So that's what we got so far. But we'll see how the rest of the reading goes. In your present, we got the Queen of Pentacles, which is a very motherly type person, as all the queens are. But she's more to do with your material world and such. So she's more of a generous type. She more wants to give to other people and help them out that way. So that might be the kind of person you're encountering at this time. It could be you as well. Maybe you're getting into that kind of a mode of wanting to help out and give and be generous at this time. And it's also a card of abundance as well with your material world. So it seems like we're taking a new perspective here, and we're trying not to, be so much in the light of I need to protect myself all the time. And this is leading to abundance, I think. And that, like I say, it could be you. You could be the queen, and it doesn't matter for gender. It's just energy. It's just a vibration. And you could be meeting someone who's also putting that kind of stuff out, because you're kind of taking a new perspective and being like, okay, I can't be hurt all the time. Maybe I'm going to, ask out this Queen of Pentacles type person, right? Oh, excuse me. Oh, excuse me again. So this is leading to your future, which is the Ten of Wands, which is very much a card of ending of something, as all the tens are. But it's the ending of like stresses and anxieties and stuff and worries and all these like sort of like built up stresses. And it's like taking a load off your shoulders, like taking the weight of the world off your shoulders, right? So maybe like with all, like I was talking about that first scenario, or it could be like you have a partner who treats you very poorly, and now you're taking that new perspective and you're kind of moving into this energy. And it's like, okay, now you're like, oh, I realize how they are. And it's like, I'm going to break up with them, or I'm done with them. They're not changing. They're not trying to change. Like maybe that's what this Queen of Pentacles is you trying to get them to change. Is you trying to be like, look how good everything is. You don't have to be so negative or abusive or whatever all the time, or toxic or whatever, and they're just not willing to change, and you're like, all right, that's it, I'm done. Like, I realize what's going on here. I'm going to take this experience and learn from it, and all the stress and the weight's coming off. And again, it could be the other way too, where like if this is a relationship type of deal, it could be you kind of like being like, I'm just going to go for it. I'm just going to ask this person out. And like that can be a big stress reliever too, is when you just like shoot your shot, right? It's like, I'm living with no regrets. I'm just going for it. And then they're like, yeah, let's go out. Let's have a date or something. Or they're like, oh, you're not really for me. And you're like, okay, well, now I know, right? I'm not going to live with the regret of like, oh, would that have ever worked out between me and whoever, right? So that's what we got so far, but we'll get you some clarifiers here and an outcome card in just a minute. But before we do, Pisces. I was about to call you Sagittarius, then Leo, but no, you're Pisces. So Pisces, if you could leave a like, I really appreciate that a lot. You can also subscribe and hit that bell icon too, if you haven't already. That way you get notified when I upload new videos. So you can come on over and check out your Sun, Moon, and Rising videos and see what might be coming for you in the week ahead. Then you can also leave a comment about that 50 sub special video too. As of now, it's wide open, so whatever you want, fire away. So, all right. I think we've shuffled this deck enough. So let's get you your clarifiers here, Pisces. So clarifying the Hangman, Seven of Swords, we got the Judgment card, which is you making a final decision, right? I think here you're making the final decision either to, like, again, just confront this person, or again, just take this new perspective and like just start going for it, right? This is the Judgment card is you've already made the decision. Now you're taking the action. So I feel like you need to take action. I feel like in your mind, you've gained this new perspective on the person or on the situation, and you already like, yes, I need to take action. And this is the Judgment card just saying, yeah, do it. Like, go for it. Clarifying the Queen of Pentacles, we got the Three Cups, which is card of celebration. It's kind of coming together. We got two people being married on here. So maybe you confront this person about their toxic behavior, and this is a real turnaround for them. And they're kind of like, oh, I realize how good of a person you are, right? They realize you are Queen of Pentacles, and they're like, oh, okay, I shouldn't be treating you like this. And then like they're very apologetic, and maybe they turn around and really do turn around. And make sure they do, right? Don't take any like, oh, fake promises, right? Don't shit in my face and call it pudding, right? So don't be taking any of that. It could also be like if you just go ahead and ask this person, if you're single and you're asking them out, and it's like, here's a cause for celebration. It's like, maybe, there's a married couple on here. Maybe that means marriage for you in the future. So hopefully that's all going good. Clarifying the Ten of Wands, we got the Five of Swords, which is an utter defeat, right? So this could be like the other defeat of your stresses and such. Like just finally getting this out of here, right? Getting all this cleared up. So it's like, maybe you'll feel defeated, like if this person doesn't turn the other cheek and they're like, no, I'm treating you like shit because you deserve it or something, which you don't. You obviously don't. But like maybe that's like, that make you feel defeated and you're like, oh, I wasted all this time with this person. They were so bad for me. But it's like, yeah, you have, but now you know what to look for, right? The next time you go out there and the next time you like try to find a partner, you're going to see like, hey, you know what? I know all the warning signs, the toxic nature, because I've had the Hangman moment. I've seen the different perspective. I know what to look for now, instead of trying to be like naive and such. And with the Five of Swords, maybe that's just crushing your stresses and your fears and such. If you're the person that's like on the other side where it's like, I have to stop being so hesitant and living in regret and kind of not shooting my shot. It's like, now it's like, oh, all that's off my shoulders. It's like, now I'm going to do this more often. That felt awesome. So I like that a lot too. For an outcome card, we got the Two of Cups, which is a card of a soulmate. So we got the married couple here, and now we got the soulmate card. So if you're single, this is a really good look for you. If you're not single, if this is for you, like we were talking about that situation with the toxic partner, maybe this is a good sign that they'll turn it around for you. You know, that's even more of a reason to confront them about this. Confront them about it, just talk about their behavior, right? And if they're not seeing anything wrong with it, right, you know, probably time to hit the road. But if they do turn it around, that's probably a good sign. Like, this is probably a good sign when somebody realizes that there's been a problem and they've been being a shithead and they legitimately want to turn it around. That's great. That means they're willing to learn and become a better person rather than sitting around being like, oh, what I'm doing is fine and F you, right? So the hell with that. But this can also be, if that situation goes bad, that just means that that person wasn't for you, right? I like to say rejection is redirection. So this is redirecting you to your soulmate. So that's great, right? There's always a silver lining, and there's always a silver lining. So that's all I got for you this week, Pisces. Hopefully that helps you out. Remember, you can leave a like. It really helps out the channel. You can subscribe and hit the bell icons if you haven't already. You can check out your sun and moon rising videos after this one, get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. And I hope to see you, Pisces, in the next video.